Just literally just tell me how you do it, Erica. Don't make it complicated. Let's just make it simple. So a ketogenic diet is made up of high fat, moderate protein, and low carb. So the first thing you do is you figure out how to eat that way. How am I gonna eat that way? And we're gonna keep it super, super simple, okay? You do wanna have a higher fat level, you do wanna have a moderate protein and a low carbohydrate. Okay, what you do is you're gonna stay under 20 carbs a day. For me, I do net carbs. What that means is what I eat that has carbohydrates in it, if there's fiber in it, I can subtract the fiber from the carbohydrates. So that way I'm able to eat some more vegetables because that fiber doesn't process in my body, so I don't need to count that. That's all. The fiber subtracted from the carbohydrates. It's that simple. So in order to eat this way, really all you have to do is pick a protein. What do you like to eat? We're gonna make breakfast, okay? I'm gonna pick eggs. I like eggs. That's not an odd thing to eat. So I'm gonna pick eggs, and then I'm gonna figure out a low carb vegetable to have with those eggs if I want to. So let's say I'm gonna put some spinach in my eggs. That's fine. I'm gonna take eggs, and I'm gonna take spinach, and I'm gonna cook it in a fat. What fat do I wanna cook it in? You can use butter, you can use avocado oil, you could use olive oil if you're not gonna do high heat. You can use beef fat, you can use pork fat like lard. There's all kinds of fats, and we'll talk about that in another video. But basically, for each meal, pick a protein, pick a low carb vegetable if you want to, and pick a fat to cook it in. That's it. Lunch, I'm gonna have a Caesar salad. That's pretty normal, right? Throw the croutons off, make your dressing a fatty Caesar dressing, put some Parmesan cheese on there, put some grilled chicken on there, and you've got your protein, you've got your low carb veggie, you've got your fat. That's it, y'all. It's that simple. Dinner, I want a steak. I think I'll have a ribeye tonight. Ribeye has a lot of fat on it. Grill your ribeye, then put a nice pat of butter right on top of it because it's gonna melt and become all delicious. And then I might have a spinach salad on the side with olive oil and vinegar and spices. Or I might have some roasted broccoli that I drizzled olive oil and spices over and roasted. Or some asparagus that I did the same thing with. Some asparagus with some Parmesan cheese and a little bit of lemon juice, roasted in the oven. Oh my gosh, so good, y'all. You could do that for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It doesn't really matter, but it's just you add a protein, you add a low carb veggie, you add a fat. That's it. It is that simple. And I highly, highly recommend that you keep it that simple in the beginning, y'all. Don't try and make all kinds of specialty keto things. Don't try and make keto goodies, keto brownies, all that kind of stuff. In the beginning, keep it super simple. Pick a protein, pick a low carb veggie, pick a fat. That's it. And then on top of that, you can add seasonings. Like for instance, my Fresh Jack's toasted onion. Toasted onion has no preservative. Everything by Fresh Jack's has no preservatives. But organic onion, organic garlic, organic sea salt, organic cracked black pepper. Find a good quality seasoning and you can use your seasonings. So it's that simple, y'all. It's so, so simple. Another thing that I wanted to talk about with starting keto is how often do I eat, Erica? When do I eat? Does it matter? I hear people talk about fasting and intermittent fasting, and I don't know what all that means. Y'all, we're not there yet. In the beginning, if you are new to keto, all I want you to do is keep it simple. If you're hungry, I want you to eat. I am not worried in the first couple of weeks about how many calories that you're taking in. I don't care, y'all. I want you to record it so you know what you're eating. I'd like you to pick an app like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer or Carb Manager. Pick an app and put everything that you eat in it. But for week 1 and 2, I want you to eat when you're hungry and eat till you're full. You don't have to weigh things out and only eat a certain amount of it. I want you to measure the stuffs just so you know what you're eating and what those first couple weeks look like. But if that sounds too overwhelming, then you don't even have to do that. Just pick a protein, pick a low carb vegetable, and pick a fat, and repeat. If you're hungry, eat. I don't care if you eat 3 meals a day and 5 snacks in the beginning. What the goal of these first few weeks is to get your body used to burning ketones for fuel, to become a fat fueled machine instead of a sugar fueled carb machine. We want to go from carbs to fat. not only are you gonna eat whenever you're hungry, but you're going to hydrate like crazy. I want you to have some kind of big water glass and drink water like crazy. If you hate water, you can flavor it as long as the flavoring is sugar-free. I'm not concerned about that. I just want you to drink like cray, okay? Lots of fluids. And the reason is, when we first are converting into keto, we flush out water. When we lose weight in the beginning on keto, some people lose 10, 12 pounds in a week. And a lot of that is inflammation literally coming off your body. So you're gonna be peeing like crazy whether you drink water or not as you're getting into ketosis, because your body is emptying out all that inflammation. Like, that's so amazing. Like, every time I say that, I'm so excited about it. Like, you're literally peeing out inflammation. You're peeing out joint aches and pains, y'all. But along with all of that, you pee out water-soluble vitamins. So you're peeing out your magnesium, you're peeing out sodium, and you're peeing out potassium. So in order to not get the keto flu, sometimes when our bodies are working hard to go from carb burning to fat burning, we get something called the keto flu. And basically it's just flu-like symptoms like headaches or body aches, extreme lethargy, extreme tiredness, stuff like that. But I can help you avoid that with a couple of things. One, we're gonna start from day one supplementing our electrolytes. There's a few options for that. Where is it? Zip Fizz. Zip Fizz is an electrolyte replacement drink. It's also a vitamin replacement drink. So you can have 2 of these a day and it will give you your potassium that you need and some magnesium. On top of that, we're gonna do 2 more things. So we're gonna have 1 to 2 of these a day if you want. This is optional, I highly recommend it, but 1 to 2 of these a day. And I divide this in a ton of water. And then Amazon.com, Pure Planet Sport Salts. These have your potassium, your magnesium, and your pink Himalayan salt, which is your sodium. If you're taking 2 to 4 of these a day and you're taking 2 of these a day, you're not going to get those symptoms. You're keeping those electrolytes in your system. So electrolyte replacement is really important. Some people don't want to talk about that part or think about that part, but it is so important, y'all. So electrolyte replacement. And one more thing you can do just as a backup to make sure you don't have keto flu and so that your energy levels are better is you can add in Perfect Keto or other brands BHB capsules. What that is, beta hydroxy butyrate, I think is how you say it. But basically what it is ketones in a can. Is what it comes down to. You can get it in powders too. I don't love drinking it. I like the pill form. When you take these, they usually last for 2 to 4 hours. So you may take these a handful of times throughout the day if you're having a really low energy day in the beginning. I do not recommend exogenous ketones as a long-term thing because basically, like I said, it's ketones in a can. This is ketones externally, exogenous ketones. So you take them and they give you your body ketones to burn. But it's not your own ketones. What we want on the keto diet is to get our body to burn ketones, right? But while we're in that process, that conversion process, if we take some ketones and give them to our body, then we're gonna have some built-in energy there where otherwise you may be really tired, really tired for a while. That's a huge symptom. Tired and headache are 2 huge symptoms. And if you have enough sodium and magnesium, and then you have some extra ketones, you're gonna breeze through converting yourself over to keto. This helps you not be as hungry. I'm not worried about that part. But for me, I pull these out if I've gone out of ketosis on purpose or on accident, or I'm having a really low energy day. It just gives me a little bit of extra ketone in a can for some energy. So those are my 3 little tricks that I wish I had known up front when I first started that I reach for now. These for me are a daily basis replacement of electrolytes. These are backups when I need it. If I'm feeling headachy or I feel like my electrolytes may be a little off, I'll take a couple of these pills. If I am feeling super tired or run down, I will take some ketones. But neither of these are a daily thing for me. Zip Fizz is a daily thing for me. So let's review really quick. This video got really long, but there's a lot to talk about right in the beginning, right? So what is a ketone? Ketone is literally something that our body burns for fuel. What is keto? It's when our body is in a state of ketosis. Keto is not a specific food, y'all. It is getting your body to burn fat for fuel, right? getting your body to convert fat into ketones for fuel. That's what keto is all about. How do I do that? I eat a low carb, moderate protein, high fat diet. I want my fat to come from really good sources, but in the first couple weeks, what I want you to focus on is we're gonna pick a protein, we're gonna pick a low carb vegetable, we're gonna pick a fat. We're gonna season it with seasonings how we want, and we're gonna hydrate like crazy. That's it, y'all. It's that simple. There's so much more intricate details and more questions to talk about, but we will do that. Bye, y'all. I hope this was really helpful, and I hope you have a blessed day.